Hello there, everybody, and welcome to some Graviteaming the Tactics. And if I've got this set up right, this should be working. Indeed it is. Normally I'd start off by saying I hope you're well, but is anybody really well these days? I've just remembered something that I can't do, so we'll just try and ignore that. And yes, you're catching up and it's looking fine, and that's all lovely. So, yes, the world's gone to shit, innit? Yeah. It's been a rough week, hasn't it? There's nothing else really to say about that. Fucking hell. First of all, really, this game is on sale right now on Steam. It is made, or the sort of developer team group people really are based in Krakow in the Ukraine. So yeah, buy it. Because fucking hell, they need money if they're still even alive, which is a weird fucking thing that's happened to the world. But anyway, this is historic, so I feel somewhat okay with playing it with the Germans. Which admittedly is a bit dodgy, but again, it's a long time ago, and you know, we just, yeah, it's... Anyway, we'll get cracking here. We are defending. We've got Soviet forces moving in from the farm right over there. You can see that there is a farm, and I believe I had a look earlier today in this area. It is right on the... Ooh, and even this is where it gets a bit weird, because it's technically on the border between Ukraine and Russia, but it's in Donetsk. So, yeah, it's a bit dodgy, I think. Do we have a compass here? Oh, God. Oh, God. I would imagine that's north, right? Yeah, that would be north. So, the Russian border is somewhere in this region up here, because borders aren't usually straight. But yes, if you look on Google maps down here, you will be able to see a farm. Let me just get my bearings in here. You will be able to see a farm lying on the top here. That's quite interesting, although it does appear it hasn't been functioning for a few years. So that's obviously great. What else is there down here? Nothing else. Oh, they've developed a bit up here. Anyway, yes, so we're defending. This is turn 3. And I've had some reasonable defence going on here previously, so we're going to have to try and hold out. We have got... Who are you? Marders! I've got Marders! Fantastic! These things are nice. They're basically an anti-tank gun on top of a tank. So you don't get the mobility in terms of turret that you do get in a tank, but you can kind of just go boom and then just kills everything. Anyway... We need to position these where we think the Russians might be. Let's not bother defending over here. We need to try and hold the town of Stepanovka. I think it's called Stepanovki on Google, but anyway, hey-ho. We have a lot of forces to deploy, so let's just get stuck in here, really. Just bring you guys up here and position you sort of in that area. Oh, that's nice. You're very useful. Down here. I mean, do we really want that? Because we do think the main Soviet push will be coming down the hill here, so we need to try and defend that. We'll push these Marders into position, and they are fresh off, not off the boat. You wouldn't really deploy forces here on a boat. That's bad when you're in a landlocked part of the world. But we'll deploy these here. We'll bring in Commander. What kind of... You are in a... Are you in a Marder? No, yes you are. You are in a Marder. It's like in the which is what the Germans called these things, because Germans love naming things really long names and then abbreviating them, so it makes no sense. But anyway, we will position some defenders of the town. Immediately, I'm feeling like we're going to do that out here on the front line. Established down here, they can always fall back as and when necessary. You are that's artillery. So we want to position that somewhat safely, where we can also just bomb the shit out of Russians. Because that would be good to do. I mean, that is pretty much what artillery weapons do. So, where are they? They're over there, and they won't reposition. Ah. That's a problem with units that has just arrived. You can't move them. And what are you? Don't be an MG42. No, okay. So, change your plan. We will defend this area over here, but they will be on a retreat, reposition order, really. Because, ooh, it's not going to be fun, this. But we kind of need to try and keep the artillery boys alive. So, slam you down, slam you down, and you here. And then you'll just fall back, and then we'll just trying to hope that everything works out just fine. Also, where is the button that usually is here for not do trenches? But we'll just let them have trenches then. We'll be nice. Do a bit of, you are a mortar. Always prefer an MG42. Because who don't want an MG42? They're like deadly. Literally, they're a weapon, so yes, they are deadly indeed. Anyway, we'll position these troops down here, try and get and hold a line-ish. They can always fall back, and they're in a trench. That's good. That means, you know, bombs won't hit them directly on their face most of the time. So we will set up positions here for you, and then we've got Niedermeyer, where you over here. You've got a few fun things down here. Where can we position you? I mean, I am tempted to put some units down here in this and then just let them fall back. But what are you? You're an infantry gun. Oh, yes, you're one of those. That's lovely. Let's put you down here. Let's put some infantry down in front of our armoured vehicles, armadas. Just seems like a very smart move. We don't want them to be blown up, I think. So position you here. Sort of in cover. What else can we do? We can do you. We can do you. You are a mortar unit as well. We love the mortars. And you are the anti-tank gun. Maybe position you facing that way. You're ready to defend. And you be over Niedermeyer. And we've got Carl, who's over here. Oh, he's got an MD42. He's my dude. He's my dude. Always my dude. Anybody with an MG42, World War II's my dude. Oh, no, actually not. But, you know, in a game, definitely my dude. Because those things are beasts. And then we just slam it down there. Because you have to remember that, you know, those weapons are used by the Germans. And thus, you don't really want to associate with them. Because you're a bit of a Nazi. And don't be a Nazi. Let's just go down here. Position you. You are a 5mm mortar. Just again, just try and hold a line here. Just to defend. Again, we can't fall back. And, well, frankly, we may have to. We have a bit of a gap that needs to be plugged in our lines over here. But you've got a blitz. Nice. You've got an opal. Ooh, that is a problem in fairness. An opal, which... Has it broken down yet? Because that's generally what opals seem to do. Position you here. Oh, you don't have a good view. You got a decent-ish view. I mean, you can shell those forces down there, then we can always reposition you. So we need to try now and hold the line here. We can always get them into the houses should we need to. And you are an anti-tank gun. Fantastic. We can put you here, look down that road and just blast any old tank that comes. You are an anti-tank rifle unit. You won't go there, you'll go here. That's not an anti-tank rifle, that's an anti-tank gun. You've got one of them big boys. Then we've got Langerfeld, although you are, in fairness, useless. Oh, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 MG42s. Again, very pleased about that. Get them dug in a good position. I mean, look at that. Just fields of fire is just a delight, isn't it? Fairly decent fields of fire here. I could kind of try and plug a hole in the centre there, but no. Get your digging in here again. We just want them to go brrrt at the enemy a lot of the time. Is that it? Because you are Schwerer, you are here. Yeah, we have got a fairly consistent front line. Before we proceed any further, who is it that has... You are the one with artillery. So what can you see? How can we deploy you the best? Oh, yes, because I'm imagining they're going to be moving into this area right here. So boom, boom, boom. And we can quickly reposition that target over near the farm if we need to. Over here, that is beautiful. So, off we go. What's my opinion about what Putin's doing? Oh, I mean, he can denazify my dick. That's about it I got for him. Just, you know, don't do war. It's a general idea. And, you know, when you're in a country and you are the military in a country that isn't your own, you're kind of on the wrong there. So, pretty straightforward, I think. Not really a controversial opinion. It's fucking bullshit. Which is the nicest possible way. Hang on, do we have... Oh, we only got 16 incendiary. No, that's poo. That's absolutely rubbish. Yeah, I mean, it's just... It's been a very difficult week. Because, you know, being a small nation, sort of in a fairly crucial spot for the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, they're... Oh, no. Oh, no, that is... Right, so... The Soviet commander has decided to show the position they are currently trying to take and that they are in the middle of. So, yeah, that's not brilliant. Oh, that's bad. That's... What I think's happened there is they've actually killed themselves more than they've killed us. Oh, tank! We got a tank. We can't see the tank. There it is. It's a T-34. T-34 moving. Oh, we got another tank there. Righto. High explosive, please. Give me 10 rounds per gun. And just level that, please, for me. Thank you. Guys, do we have lines of sight over there? You need to move up here immediately. Take up position here. Face that way and engage the enemy tanks. Thank you. Oh, yeah, we got an anti-tank gun there firing upon the tanks. Helpfully, that tank did have its light on, which is nice. I do appreciate when the enemy puts its headlights on, makes it easier to see them. They're coming through with a fairly concerted push down here in the gully. That's no good. We've got a flare going up, though, so we can at the very least establish down here. Oh, boo. Come on, guys, get the T-34s, please. Oh, you hit just behind. Close. You're mortaring the tank. You're doing a good job mortaring the tank, aren't you? But nothing else. I mean, you could track it, but that's about it. It is also quite late on... Oh, that's a tank! Guys! 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 Guys, halt! You might want to shoot at the tank. You know, that might be something you want to do here. Because that is a T-34, and it's very much on top of you. So, like... Yeah, I'd get down too, mate. I'd get down too if there's an enemy tank here. Oh, yeah. That's going to be it for us, I reckon. They'll be gone soon. Yeah, they're doing a fairly concerted effort. Oh, there we go. I think we had some MD-42 fire coming in here. But where's our Armadas? They are moving as ordered, so that's a good step in the right direction here anyway. So yeah, it'll be a lot of noise now as the combat has started in earnest. Tank fire round. Right over there. Oh yeah, that's attacking MD-42. Oh yeah, but now the Mardas are engaging. The Mardas are firing upon the tanks. You're just hitting a bit high there, brother. Bring it down a bit. Come on, get the Marder. Get the T-34. It's approaching that bridge. Guys, we've got to knock that bridge out. Guys, don't let that tank into town. That's going to be very bad for us if it gets in. Oh dear, we've got other tanks actually. Oh, we've got many tanks over there as well. We need to speed up the tank brigade. Well, tank unit really is what it is. So can we please? I need 2 Mardas for me, please. Thank you. Cancel that, and then you attack in here, please, for me. Thank you. Right there. We need some focus over there as well now for me, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, firing. Tank on the bridge. Tank in the bridge. Can we confirm that? We've knocked the bridge out. Well, technically, I think the tank weighs too much, so it's actually made the bridge fall down. Oh, Oh, but that's a burning T-34. Ooh, I like that. Now we've got an infantry push over on this front over here. Tank sitting there, but they're in heavy fighting over here in the eastern part of Stepanovka. Tank there is KIA, pretty much. But yeah, we do have a fairly hard engagement going on here, and there's a lot of tanks here. So the question remains whether or not we don't tell the Marders to all sort of, first of all, turn to face and then just fall back now, please. Because this is not going to end well. Those are dead over here. No point really thinking about them at the moment. We just have to try and bring down as many bloody Soviets as we can. Yeah, see, they are now dropping flares upon our position, but there is a tank over here. I don't think we have any lines of fire upon it. That anti-tank gun there is sitting awfully... Oh dear, that's fire. That could be bad. Those units are in the woods. Yeah, we've got enemy tanks over there sitting, just chilling. And we've got a lot of enemy tanks over there. I mean, that tank's just driving around inside the artillery cannons. So that's not really ideal from my perspective. We may want to just try and change stuff. Now, that bridge being knocked down is good. That means we don't have a clear run down into town for them. Where is our artillery boy at? He's here. Yeah, they're falling back, and that's what they need to be doing, in fairness. We need to retreat. We need to re-establish our own positions here. Yep, firing out here. Oh, MG42 going out. Yeah, that's not a good time for them, is it? Can we just confirm down here what we can see as this unit? You have definitely changed your positioning here. You're not seeing all that much, are you? No, you've actually turned to face the wrong way. That may be why. So we can't really change that. But yeah, guys, these Marders now, hopefully, they are anti-tank guns. Rather than being tanks, they're just meant to kill tanks. So we just need you guys to engage those vehicles from these MG42, which you can hear firing ferociously over here, with mortar fire going out. Yeah, we've got a concerted infantry push down here in this gully, which doesn't have a name, it seems. But yeah, you don't want to be them, do you? Look at that. That's not a good time, is it? It's not nice being a Soviet soldier lying near your burning tank. But I would imagine those over there probably has a bit of a better time of it. They're popping red smoke, appropriate, being the Red Army. Down here, how are you doing? You're facing the wrong way and you've been tracked. So you're not going to have a great time. How about you guys? They are copulating. That is how we get an infantry fighting vehicle. Oh yeah, you're definitely looking to mount each other. Oh dear, that's true tank pornography going on. That's very good indeed. Oh, that's nice. I've got the Mius going here on my other screen. Just showing a Russian column that's been destroyed today. Excellent. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a very bad sound for us. That may be Russian biplanes, but there's still enemy aircraft coming in to attack our position here. Oh, hello, you're going high, aren't you? Take it back down. Hello, Matt. Hope you're having a day. That's all I really can say now. It's starting to sort of sink in. Massive shift in the world. As I said earlier, being like a small country, you know, you kind of go, oh god, what's happening? Oh no. Right, so this part of town is not doing hot. So we need to try and shift our focus away from that. Oh, there's a lot of tanks actually. Lads, you've got your anti-tank grenades, right? How's the Marders doing? They're doing okay. There's just the artillery vehicle that's suppressed here. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? I mean, this is awful for us, really. Yeah. Uh-oh. That's not great. I will admit, that is a problem. That's a pretty significant issue, and oh dear, we've got some fire in the trees down there, so that's going to be on fire. All of those tanks over there, yep. What else do we have down here? Maybe they'll try and sort of hold over here, but all of this smoke just tends to make the frame rate go a bit non-existent, really. And yeah, this is a very accurate representation of the Eastern Front. You had the Germans that were trying to hold out as long as possible, and then there's pretty much uncontested airspace above. And then let's just confirm, yep, we do not have anything like that coming in, so yep, that's great. They're now bombing all the positions. Only real hope is that they'll be as close to us. Oh, that's bad. Ow. In me face. Over here, yeah. We've still got tanks over there. We're just going to have to try and break down as many as we can. And we know we got that one's trapped. That's out of action. I don't know if the one stuff down here is literally killed. Is it? Yeah, I reckon that tank is dead now. It's on its roof. Generally, you want your tracks to be down on a tank. So I suspect that's a bit of a kill for that one. That tank there is burning. All of that is burning, so you're going to struggle to get infantry down there. Admittedly, we are getting bombed pretty hard by the Russian and Soviet Air Force here. There may be biplanes, but you know, bombs don't matter where they come from. They tend to just kill what's underneath. So just have a bit of a look-see back here and see there's not a lot I can do. Just got to hunker down and wait for these bloody planes to go away. And they are. There we go. They are biplanes. Admittedly, we've got a frame rate of about 5. Is that it firing? I suspect it is. I suspect that is firing. Come on, bring it down. No. Yes? Ah, you swine. Thought you'd gone down. Yep, that's a bomb. That's a bomb. That's a lot of tanks over here now. What's armadas? We've got 2 on fire, 1 immobilised, and just, yeah, not great. Not great. Can we very quickly move you guys just down here for me, please? Thank you. Oh no, that's exploded. That has exploded now, that one there. Please try and fall back here, guys. Yes, the Russians are coming. You are correct. They're kind of just over there parading about. Right, so they're pushing down here now. We can't move that bloody artillery point because they can't see it, can they? They dirty swine. Anyway, yeah, that is that also on fire here, or is that a flare? No, that is on fire. So hold the line, please, for another 47 minutes. Which will see again. I'll just go into my commander mode, and then everything's fine because now I don't know the horrible experiences that our troops are having. It's all looking fine here. A bit of a look, see around and see. We've got lots of people moving in here. You can see them here as being these little dots. And we've got a tank sitting here. We've just got a massive tank party happening over here, it seems. That's good. Down here, and our troops are over here, and there's not a lot of anything that we can do here, basically. We've got a lot of retreating units, which is less than what we want to hear about, really. Oh, there's a gun. Yeah. I suspect this may be a defeat for us. And we will have to chalk that one up to experience. Because they've got an overwhelming tank force here. And they've pretty much wiped out all of my Marauder's. Which is not ideal. might want to just get these troops to fall back a bit. Down here, fall back for me, please. What about you? Are you... What is the infantry unit over here? Have they been completely killed off? You are not that. You are not that either. What about you? No, not you. You are some of it. Right, okay. That's a flamethrower tank. That's probably a high priority target. I would imagine so, wouldn't you? But that is a high priority target. What we might want to do is just get Carl down here. Could you please fall back? I mean, where do we want them to fall back to? We need to try and hold a cohesive line here. Down to here-ish, and then try and defend that. Then Weishel, you can fall back to about here, but then you're pretty much upon that. Ansberger, Council, whatever you're trying to do, I need you to take up a defense. Back here, please, for me. Thank you. Schwira, you are already retreating. So, not retreating, we repositioning down here. There's Niedermeyer. You are not doing too hot, are you? So, let's try and fall back here now. Garrison around. Oh, that's a tank on our side. That's pretty bad, to be fair. I think that's pretty much all we can. Oh, that's an overwhelming force we're facing here, and there isn't a lot that I can do to hold off these guys, to be fair. So, we just need to try and fall back and try and bring as many of these bloody swine with us as we can. Because I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 tanks over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. At least 11 over here. And I'm counting no Marders in action at the moment. They've all been immobilised. So, yeah, that's not good at all. In fairness, there's not a lot we can do here. We're just going to have to try and see how this one plays out. So we've got Lagerfeld here. They are suppressed. And you guys need to just fall back a bit for me, please. Thank you. We've got bloody good fire coming out here. Right, so yeah, you are not doing hot, are you? So if you would awfully mind falling back to about here for me, please. Thank you. They are moving, but not very quickly. We just need to pull back here, try and maybe get the tanks out of it, but I suspect all our anti-tank capability, I think our last gun went there, actually. Oh, yeah. Yep, it's exploding, it's on fire, and it's got a man with a machine gun right next to it. Oh, dear, and that's a flamethrower. Yeah. Just for reference, that's... Yeah, it's a 14-minute retreat time, so we could retreat, but it's going to take a long time anyway. Don't care. Yeah, they've taken a position. Oh, gee, who could have foreseen that one happening? We've got such a strong hold on this bloody position, don't we? What did they take? They took over here, didn't they? What did they actually take? No, they took over here. What did they take? I'm not sure what position. No, but there's a lot of tanks here. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the only slight good situation here is that we have got tanks now in the city. Tanks don't like cities or villages. So, yeah. Yeah, we're done here. That's pretty much it. They've decimated us already. My previous statement about not retreating seems to be very wrong here. We need to... They don't say retreat, they say withdrawal. That does seem to be about the thing that we need to bloody do here, doesn't it? We just need you... see actually for me, please? Thank you. We cannot see a lot, and we can't move that marker, so we're kind of stuck here. The good thing is, the Air Force has gone away, but we are being mortared. So, you know, swings and roundabouts for us, but, you know, progress being made in that regard. Admittedly, we are seeing a lot of retreating going on here. You guys are falling back to the position you were told to. And let's fall back here to this area. Try and hold that for as brief as possible. You as well, not looking hot over here. You're trying to just get away, basically, and you've got tanks on that side. You've probably got infantry over here. So those units over here are, yep, that's not looking good. Everything's pretty poor, to be honest. It's pretty poor. There's not a lot we can do. We're trying to fall down here in their back gardens, but I'm not sure that's going to work out very well for us. So let's just pop in here. Let's see what we can do. Yep, there's a lot of fire coming in. We've still got some MG42 rounds going out. But we've also got some flamethrower action going on right over here. Which one's the flamethrower boy? I mean, that's a lot of tanks. And that gun is trying to stop them, in fairness. But they're kind of just steamrolling us. Tanks over there. Tanks over there. There was one tank that did appear to have... Yeah, there's not a lot we can do here, is there? There was one tank, maybe that one here. That one did appear to have a short barrel on it, so maybe that's a flamethrower tank. So, lads, tank right there, tank, like, you're about to make out, you're about to get to second base with the tank. You might want to... Oh, that's no good, you're now getting shot at there. Yeah, kill the tank, kill that tank. Yes, shoot, fire. Just fucking light that fucker up, will you? Yeah, shoot the tank. Oh, you're Germans. That's good. You're our boys. Oh, that's ominous. I mean, it's leaking fluid. It's leaking fluid there. Can we just ignite that fluid? Oh no, that was a flamethrower tank. Yes. Yes, that's a loss. That's definitely a loss. Oh dear, that doesn't sound nice. Is it still leaking fuel? It is, it's still, well, leaking fluid. Might be like flamethrower fluid. But yeah, yep, just 10 minutes of the old falling back time left. Oh boy. Yes, that's done for really, isn't it? And we're holding right where they can just absolutely pound this into submission, really. But it's still standing. You know, I mean, I've lost a lot of troops in buildings like that in both this and the old Operation Star. So I'm sure it's going to go fine here. Russian tanks flooding in, and yes. All told, I'm pretty fucked here. So we're just going to have to hope that it works out somehow. I mean, again, a lot of destruction here. Clearly a drunk Russian tank driver. All over the road. Swerving. And we've probably got more tanks coming in. More enemy contacts happening. Oh, just more tanks. That's alright. We don't need to worry about them. Basically, oh dear. Yeah. Mortar fire continuing to rain down on my troops. Not a fan of it. But we were holding out pretty well for the first couple of turns. We had some pretty decent bouts where we actually knocked 7 shades of hell out of them. So that was positive. But it does appear that they have regrouped and are now pushing in on Stepanovka here. And yeah, I mean, you can see we got tanks overrunning this position over here. They're probably going to take it. And here, you guys please, if you can, fall back to about there. Shvira, please fall back. And that is pretty much the limit of our form. Oh yeah, and those tanks have pushed in deep on us. We've got Carl over here doing sort of okay, but I don't think you've got any anti-tank capability. Otherwise, yep, we've got some units here sort of just floundering really. Not a lot they can do. You've got Ensenberger here, but they're done for really, aren't they? I mean, they're just kind of running about. So we're just going to have to stick this one out for another 6 minutes and then hope that next battle is a bit better for us, really. But, oh dear, yeah. I think we're in a sort of last stand here. Because you were told to fall back here. Niedermeyer was told to fall back. But that is definitely out of the question now. I mean, the only positive thing is they appear to be mortaring their own position here. Oh yeah, that's taking hits actually. That T-34 is getting absolutely battered in there. So yeah, imagine looking at him, bloody seeing a great big T-34 rolling through, just trampling away. Tanks in the area. Oh dear, no, that was definitely going in. Oh yeah, they're definitely lighting up the building now. We may have taken up positions inside it, but it's not going to last for long, I think. I think it's going to fall. Just going to have to... Oh, I found a new menu. How did I do that? That's neat. So you've got all the sort of things that we can tell them to do. Forwards. Yep, they're kind of just sort of mopping up now. This is a military mopping up operation. You've literally achieved your objective and you're just getting whatever resistance is left. It's not particularly pretty, but it is something you kind of have to do when you are the military. Key point captured. Yep. Yeah, I'll concede that. You have taken that and pretty much everything else here. Yep, they've established total dominance over the town with those tanks. There's not a lot we can do. There's a couple of soldiers left over here, but it's done for really, isn't it? The only positive thing is this appear to be mortaring this position, which also has their tanks on it. So they may end up killing their own tanks. But yeah, we are holding in buildings and just waiting it out. But it will be a matter of time before the building falls. Our troops are lying down inside, which is sensible. But there is a Red Sea and it's here. It's not down in Israel. I want to say is the Red Sea in Israel? Yeah, I'm sure the Red Sea's in Israel. So you're now shooting at just those survivors down here. You got captured. You know, I will say, we've not had any unit be captured by the enemy. So that's good. You know? If I were writing up the after action... Oh no. Now the house is on fire. The one that we had our unit in is on fire a bit. And it appears that it is being evacuated. And that marker has now disappeared. Was it? Yeah. Yep. Again, no prisoners taken. I appreciate that. They're doing a bloody good job of not being captured. That'll be my highlight. Let's see over here. That's very much on fire. And what else is happening over on this front? Yes, fire in every sense of the word. And if that's on fire, they're running away from the vehicle. It is just a good old steamrolling happening right here. Strength in numbers was the Russian approach to World War II. And as you can see, it's worked very well for them here. They've done a bloody good job. We've got... What are you shooting at? Is that our infantry or theirs that they just, for some reason, don't like? Certainly it's... Oh yeah, I mean, they're just patrolling down here. Just armadas, and then they've just formation driving behind it. Thankfully, we only got 2 minutes of this absolute barbaric attack left, which, you know, in fairness, isn't barbaric, it's war. So you've been taken over here, and all of that's looking all right. Yeah, we're kind of just waiting this one out now. The old T-34's just taking it. Yep, retreating. Over here, you're done. We're falling back, and it'll be over in less than a minute. That will be very, very, very good indeed. And then we can move on and see what we can do. 30... Oh, no, come on. Speed it up for me, please. Yeah. Oh, you've captured another position, have you? No surprise. Oh, we're under fire, are we? Thank you. I wasn't aware. I thought everything was going according to plan. So we are coming up here to the end now. Thank Christ we're going to see how... Yeah, lost 48. Yeah, that's no good. So, complete loss territory in terms of lost vehicles. They've lost a fair chunk, but we lost a lot more than they did. They lost 3 and they had 8 damaged. Yeah, it's not good. Basically, that wasn't a good fight for us. And now this front is being attacked. This is the battle that we just fought was in here. And they've sort of taken one half of Stepanovka. We are holding here. I need to then think about next up. Anyway, we don't need to think about that. We need to get in here and fight. This should be mostly an infantry fight. So let's see what we can do. Yeah. Remember to drink. Yes, it's been a while since I've done one of these. It's been a bloody long time. But we shall now see if we can have a bit more success. Now, it's very odd. I've started playing this in the last week. Because, you know, everything's happening at the moment. So it's kind of just, yeah. Anyway, let's figure out here. This is a scene of great success for me. As you can see, there has been substantial combat here before. And I hope, I mean, there should be, is there like any guns sitting out here? Did we actually kill that one? Because we had an AT gun out here. No, that's not gone. But yeah, you can see down here, are you... You're very dead. You're dead and you've got Russian uniforms on, so that makes me happy. You also got Russian uniforms on. Lots of dead Russians. And just a German AT gun that we're definitely going to reposition because, oh, that's no good place to be. Down here, boom, 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 boom. There should also be over here. It should also have some dead bodies, I would imagine, because we had an attack coming in from over here before. But maybe they've been tidied up a bit. I do think, if I'm not mistaken... I am mistaken, because I thought we had some minefields going on, but we don't. That could have been useful for me, couldn't it? So yeah, this is a infantry mainly based front here. So we sort of gave up a bit of territory, because we fought over here. I mean, there's a bloody burned out T-34 in it, so suck a dick on that one. What do we have in terms of indirect fire? You have very little. You have some. You have a lot. So that's a positive anyway. Okay, I've just been disoriented over here. Oh, there we go. This is what we need to see. So, I've been holding all along here. This has been sort of my main line of defense. And it's worked out fairly well, to be fair. Let's position... where are you actually at? You are fresh arrivals and you are here. And you will not be repost. Okay. So we will need to do that. You just try and just absolutely smash the shit out of that one for me, please. You. Fresh arrival. Where's your artillery marker? You are here. You can just please shell all of this for me. And who else are you? You are here. So you'll need to be very quickly repositioned. Where are you? You are over here. Yeah, let's not do that. That does not seem like a logical... Oh, no, actually, that's a pretty decent one because you can sort of sort of hold out pretty well out here. I've had some good strong defence along here as well. What's that? Ah, that's trees that's been chopped down. That's fair dues. So you've got a captured Thiz, because that's certainly a Russian gun. So can we... Russian gun, position you here, and then we just set up you down here. And there, and then do we have a strong unit to position here, and then boom, like so, and then we need to shore up defences here. You are Langenricker, are you? You're Deutscher. So you're here. You've got an artillery spotter, but I suspect you may be spent because you've got not a lot in fairness here. So get you guys positioned here. And then I will... Where is that? That's Marcus over there. That's nowhere near where we want it. We want it here. You can see that, right? Yeah, you can. And we can just move it up here. Should we need to over there? Should we need to? You are company mortars. You can set up here. You can set up there. And you are here. And you don't have access to any guns. I think you've spent them all in the previous engagement. So here we've got a pack, and you are a grenade launcher crew. Positioned you here, and then we do you right over here, and then we just need to try and hold this line. And previously these units were kind of propped up by some Stuks I had working in the area. They have been moved out to try and recover a bit because they spent a lot of ammunition. Yeah, that is a major issue for us, really. So we've got 2 units that needs to immediately fall back, and our lines of defense will be pretty hampered here. You are the commander here, so get you guys over to your unit. It's very thin, this line of defense at the moment, but we will need to try and sort it out later on. MG42s, yes. Yes, yes, yes. A million times yes. Hard yes to MG42s. So again, we've got 4 MG42s going into position here. Ready to fight and ready to fire. You here. Then we need one certainly over here to try and look out over this. And then perhaps one finally down here with a good... No, actually we want it over here with a good fire arc. No... Man, that is a difficult place to do that, but you'll sit here, then you can sort of sit here commanding, which is not really ideal, but everything else, you're sort of sitting here holding. So do you deploy you in for me, please? Thank you. And then Bauman, if you would awfully mind moving very quickly down here to try and hold that line. Although, what we may want to do, you've been told to go there, and you have been told to go there, so cancel your order. You will be moving to sit here, provide fire for me. You, please march very quickly down here for me, please. Thank you all. Ready, and you, could you please move back here? Okay, so can we give you... You've got flare, so give you a bit of a flary boy. You, can you do a bit of a flary boy for me? You've got high explosive. Let's do a bit of incendiary. Fire on the... Oh, no. Oh, no, let's cancel that. Because we've got our guns right there, and that's going to not be great if we bomb them. That is very much not what we want to be doing here. So we've got flares coming in. Pretty far away, but we'll take that. Flares coming in over there. We'll have to just wait and see what happens here, what they uncover for us, please. But drop those flares. In a moment, those flares will... Oh, we've got shelling. They're shelling the point. I think we've kind of just flared ourselves here. Oi, MG42, right? Yeah. Could you turn and face the fucking enemy? Thank you. Otherwise, yeah, over there. That is looking quiet. So we don't know where the Soviet attack will come, but it will come from some direction. Russian over there. Are we now? No, again, see right over there. That is no good. So let's just speed up time here and see where the enemy will attack from. Oh, there we go. Is that in line with any kind of... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We want to move that one over here. We want to move that one over here. We've got very few rounds in it. Okay. So, oh, that's a sound. That's the sound of death. MJ42. Not the sound you want to meet. Go. Can we mount you at here? Yeah. And see, if we're just up against infantry, as you can see here, I mean, the flares are igniting down here. We did have some tanks come through, but we absolutely destroyed them. As I said, we had Stux parked in this tree line, and it was a shooting gallery against the T-34s. Oh, yes, beautiful. They are burning, absolute burning to a crisp. Guys, I need you guys very, 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 very quickly to... Don't do that. Move immediately for me, please. We need to be out of the way. Okay, we can move you. Let's move you over here. Yes, please. Incendiary on this position for me, please. Thank you. To show that we have full line of sight over here, so we kind of just got to, you know, pray. Who's bogged down? Guys, what y'all doing? What y'all doing? This is very much what looks like running away is. Oh, we're dropping down here. Oh, is that Maxims? Oh shit, they've got Maxims. Oh, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? So you're firing here. Please tell me this observer. Oh shit, that's no good. That'll do, that'll do, that'll do. Fire, fire, fire. We need to try and get that sorted out. We've shelled that position there. That'll try and disrupt them for a bit. Those guys need to give me... Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And over here, this looks reasonably quiet. We appear to be holding here. We just need to now try and... Guys. Halt, please. And then move over here, try and... Oh! Boom! There goes the incendiary rounds. Now, you do not want to be in there. That is pain. That is death. That is absolute destruction. And if you could turn to face, please, for me. Thank you. Would you awfully mind turning it? Yeah, they've got some sort of command system where you can only give so many commands because it simulates being on the radio and whatnot. So we shall turn around here and have a bit of a look-see. What can... Please select this unit in particular for me, please. Thank you. What are you seeing? You're seeing over there. You're not seeing over where you kind of need to be fair. So if you can just hold here, and then we will bring in these units here again, and then we will just start to, you know, pound them. That will be good. Now, what kind of... You're an artillery spotter. You're also an artillery spotter. I had a suspicion that one of those might be... Ooh! Hang on, we've got some news. Apparently there will be corridors for humanitarian aid in Ukraine. That's good. That's good. Anyway, we'll continue the fighting here, because this is virtual and doesn't matter really. So let's just get into it here. Key point taken. What key point is that? Righto. Let's bring in some high explosive fire here, shall we? Actually, cancel that one for me, please. I might want to bring it in here a bit more. So we can do that, you know. Turn around for me, please. Yes, that's all good. So there's definitely something out there that we don't know what is. Oh, yes, there is. What's it, guys? What are you doing? You guys are like making up your own positions here, are we? Okay, let's not do that. Pause here. We need to then try and micromanage these imbeciles. So could you attack to here for me? Thank you. You no, don't hold in the open. That seems unwise. Likewise, no. You've been told to move. You've not been told to move. So let's get you guys in a position here. You're moving to there. That's good. You're not been told to do anything. So let's get you guys holding here. You are sitting here. So could you please fast move to there for me? Thank you. And you that are doing that, yeah, you just hold wherever you are, because that's a good position, actually. So onwards we go here. We are striking right over there, right where we need to be hitting them. Excellent work. That is what we need to be seeing. Yes, and plenty of gunfire coming in here. That position, again, seems to be in a fairly decent spot. That's a field gun. That's looking good. That's a captured one. And just burr on the enemy. So you are here. Can we give the order to fire, please, for me? Thank you. Let's try and shell here, because we do have got some contest going on over there. Key point taken. I think that was taken by the Russians, then we retook it. That is just a bush. Looked a bit like a tank. That is all for you. That's going to catch on fire. Oh my word, that is... yeah. That's a lot of gunfire. So you've got Leckenbauer holding the line here. Those guns are still moving. It'll be amazing if we can get them away, really. So how's it looking over here? It's just a bit of a mortar fire. It's a bit of a heavier mortar fire, to be fair. Oh, but that's a positive. If we could just bring it in a bit more, we'll be bang on target. What did we lose? Yeah, well, that's bad if you're over there. I hope they were. Those are big guns. That's pretty poor. It's pretty poor. Yeah, they can do some damage, can't they? We might want to reposition that spotter, really. No, just that lone unit for me, please. Thank you. You. Can you do me a massive solid and move over here and take up a position there? Oh, but look at that. Beautiful tracer rounds going right onto the enemy positions here. If he gets set up over here, we can use that right over there. We can drop incendiary on that line and just smash them. They're currently in the wood line. They're going to be burning. And then we can now try and get these anti-tank guns, which for some reason actually managed to get themselves sorted out here, positioned here, ready to engage the Russian forces if they do attack again. So that's excellent. Just reposition down here. Try and hold the line. See, this is going better. We're not up against overwhelming enemy tanks here, so that's always a positive. We're kind of just giving hell. Guys, can we just try and conserve a bit of ammo for me? Likewise, you guys, just be careful with, you know, ammo. Because we're only going to have so much of that. And there are quite a few here. So we are now moving into position. As soon as we are able here, let's just stop that so we can actually verify here when they will be able to see in a moment. Because that's definitely where the most concerted push is coming from, it seems. Yeah, that is not really the numbers we need to be seeing here in terms of our artillery strikes. Still out of reach, so can we guys get you guys in a position here so we can get a line of sight onto these enemies for me, please? Thank you. Oh yeah, now they're actually not firing back. Where's the fun in that, lads? Come on. You're meant to just be shot at, you're not meant to fire back. Into position we go. Come on, lad. Come on, lad. So let's just try and do you here. So we now have got at least some visual in here. What about you over here now, though? Yeah, that's better. All right, incinerate. Please give me 5 incendiary targets, please, and fire as soon as possible. Can you please take up a position? Oh, shit. That's not what we wanted. We just wanted to select that one gun. So please turn around and face the enemy. You're moving into position. You're also moving. This front over here seems to be fairly quiet, although please turn to face the enemy for me. Thank you. Tends to work a bit better. Yeah, there's definitely appears to be more of a concerted push out here. Do we have any... let's select the MG42 unit. Where are those guns? So we've got you here. Can we get you guys moving in here, please? Then move down here. And then set up a position here so we've got a bit more of a coordinated firing going on here. You have got flares at your ready, please. You do? Yeah, okay, so can you turn around and face that way for me? And then can we... Yes, we can. We can drop a few flares, then fire flares. And then we want to get 5 high explosives out there just to try and keep their heads down. Yeah, that's not really an ideal scenario. They're moving through the open down here. They were hoping to have those tanks that we killed earlier in that line, but it's just not worked out. Although we do have got some bloody Russians over there. Whoever that infantry unit is that yours? Please turn to face the enemy. You turn to face that way, though. Artillery strike. Ooh, oh, that's going to be right on them. This will be right on them. Any moment now, it's going to start raining down. And that MG42 is moving. So we've got artillery coming in over here. There we go. Ooh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. Oh, yeah, right on them. Right on them. Oh, Jesus. Terror. Yeah, you're on fire, aren't you? Holy shit. They must be absolutely shitting themselves. There's a chap on fire. That may have taken the brunt of their attack, you know. So you were over there. Although now they are actually starting to appear over there. So can you just turn, just cancel that actually. We need to reassign that because we do have a push over here now, it seems. So you please, can we have 3 flares per gun? And can we then move over and get 10 high explosives, please, over that position? Thank you. Oh yeah, that will have done a fairly significant damage because they had a lot of their force centered around that over here. So we just drop down, we just do a bit more artillery just to really soften them up. And Met, what's under your command? Turn to face it, please, for me. Thank you. What else is happening? Yeah, it's not looking too hot, although you are certainly... See, that's not really sensible right here, is it? Who is that? That is you. Could you take up a defensive position just slightly away from it? And then you could take up a defensive position over here, just so everybody doesn't get killed in one instance there. Obviously that's looking good. Is that MG42 still moving here? Just turn you to face over there. Yeah, that is moving here. That's excellent. So it does not appear that there's much of an attack coming this way, certainly not that we've seen. And I think we've got flares coming in over here in a moment, and then we'll be ready to deploy mortars in that position immediately after. So that will be good, and we've got guns laying down fire over here. There are still units operating in the open over there. So we just turn to face you. Can we just select the artillery observer here for me? Thank you. Just turn over here. Then we can try and shift the focus of your gun to there. Maybe just again, just 3 rounds per gun and just drop it over there. And that'll try and take care of that problem, I would hope. Artillery strike coming in. Which one is that? That'll be down here for a bit more softening of their targets. That'll be excellent. We've now also got flares going out here. And they've got a somewhat of an infantry push coming. Guns firing. This line down here again has seen a lot of fighting. So what would you be seeing on the ground? You can see a destroyed Russian gun. There's not really a lot happening here, and that's probably why. Again, proof. When you're playing these games, sometimes you're confused. Why can't your enemies, or why can't your forces see the enemy? Well, when you go down here and you look about, you can actually see why. Could you do me a favour and then move up here and take up a position in that tree? Like, no, disregard that order. I'm just trying to micromanage here when I clearly don't need to. Firing on that, what can't combat? Don't be an MG42. You're not an MG42. Yes. That is actually now starting to hot up a bit, isn't it? Key point captured, yes. But they're in the open, so I feel somewhat okay with them taking that, you know. So could you, though, fall back a bit just to lie in a ditch back here for me, please? Thank you. And then we just got more shells coming in. Right. We have key point captured. Yeah, there's a lot of Russians over there now. Now we've got a lot of smoke, so the frame rate's gone to absolute shit over there. So that'll hopefully subside in a moment, then that'll shift fire to a different position. Yeah, fire coming in there on that position there. I mean, they're just in the open here. It's just a shooting gallery. It's just a matter of spotting and engaging. There's not a lot we can do really to stop them here. We've just got to shoot them. Now, we have put in a lot of shells in this area. If you look at this commander line here, trying to push forward his Mosin. Moving forward, yep, I'm going down actually. Big explosions all around us. There's a smoking crater right here. So you couldn't dive in there but land on top of like something really hot and die. And who are you? Who are you? You're Russian. You're Russian, good. Russian gun destroyed, that's good. That's German. Brave German soldiers. Jesus, that's a lot of fire going out. Well, let's have a look at the tactical picture. What are we seeing? We're seeing infantry pushing. We're seeing infantry pushing all round. That's good. We don't have, at the moment, I think, any observations about enemy mortars being positioned yet. We have got a lot of fire going out. We've got MG42 sitting over here shooting, trying to kill. We've got flares falling. We've got 2 rounds of artillery fire coming in a moment, so it's pretty much under control here. You just got to keep. Hey, that infantry unit right here, right? Could you turn and face the enemy, please? Thank you. Likewise with this unit, could you turn to face the actual enemy position? We could sort of send that unit a bit in there and try and counter-attack. Let's get a bit more fire going out here, but oh, that's going to be costly for them. That'll be right where they are. Again, then you're firing high explosive right over there, right on top of their position. Yeah, look at that. That's not really good, is it? Can we have another round of that, please, after that? Just keep softening them up for us, please. Hey, infantry boy. Turn and face the enemy for me. Thank you. Engage the enemy positions. A lot of firing. That's the artillery strike coming in over there. They are starting to shoot back a bit on us. fairness, yeah, still it's burning down here. Might want to try and pull them back maybe, or bring them up here to try and get some fire going in from a different angle. But I'm not too sure about that. We've got more artillery fire coming in, not sure where. We'll find out in a moment. It'll be over there. Yeah, there we go, raining down on them now. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. Right there, but yeah, I'm getting more coming in this position. No, we're not. We're just starting off here. We've only got 6 high explosives left there. Let's just again try and just shift the focus here. So just designate now the wider area for attack. So let's do, say, this. Just do 3 per gun. And then we'll just drop the last few incendiaries on that position. But you're going to have to say we're about halfway through this engagement. And they have not really made it in. They're sort of close over here, but that's just the natural ground that's allowing them in closely. In terms of actually fighting here, it's not really looking too hot for them. Just need to try and take up a position here. See what we can do. Not a lot. Also, I'm not sure about armor. I think I'm over that for now. It's a great game, but not, I think, what I'm looking for at the moment. I have been thinking about CS, but yeah, that's just not really, again, need a new joystick for that, and that's not really good. So anyway, yeah, it's starting to get critical now. I think they're actually starting to close in on us, to be fair. So you, where are we thinking they might be now? I think they might be out here. So we just expand that area fair bit, and then we just do 30 rounds, and we've got more artillery coming in over here, and that's going to be costly. Very helpful fence there to block vehicles. Ooh, ow. If there were any Russians there, they'll be dead. Oh, that's pretty bad, that, actually. No, you don't want to be over there, do you? That's just death. Lost. What's that? That's that gun that's been sitting there. Yeah, we might want to just step up the... You are dropping shells upon that. I think that one has pretty much just been expired. You are here. We've still got some movement over there, actually. So... let's try and drop the high explosive rounds that we've got left over there on that, and then we just got to wait for those mortar rounds to... I mean, they are impacting, but we've just got to hope that they do some fairly decent damage in that area. I mean, it's a fairly sustained attack here. Because you might want to try and push back here so we can reinforce further down the line. What are you doing? You are absolutely losing the plot. Yeah, that's been mortared pretty heavily now. They're certainly going to keep the heads down for a bit, and then we've got more artillery strikes happening over here. There we go, first round impacting. Second, right, boom, boom, boom. They just seem to have danced around the enemy positions that we know about. Just try and do like 3 flares after, so we get a bit more of an impression on what's going on. So what is actually going on? I mean, they're just sort of lying down and trying to move forwards, really, at times. It's not really a position you want to find yourself in. And this artillery spotter, now that you're pretty much out of it, you'll have to use your main gun to attack the enemy. But that'll be no problem at all. Oh, shit. That's bad. Lots of fire going out. So this would be the reality if you were on the eastern front. So that you're in this vehicle, you're hearing artillery rounds hitting, you're engaging the enemy foot soldiers. And here that are moving about, you can see them dancing around. And you've got fire suddenly coming in from your flank. I mean, Jesus. Now the enemy's looking for a ceasefire. So they feel like they've taken too many casualties here, and they're not sure if they should proceed. They're certainly like to stop. You see, just as soon as they are pitching over there, we are firing on them. There's a soldier lying there with what I would imagine is a... Oh no, that's a Mosin he's got. You've got enemies right over there. Oh, shot in the face. Over there. How are we doing over there? Yeah, I mean, we're holding them back. We're definitely doing a very good job here. The thing is, do we want to just kind of not risk it with that coming in? Yes, we want to hold off now. See where we stand. Just try and regroup here, because they must have taken pretty heavy casualties here with the indirect fire that we dropped upon their position. So we've got more fire coming out here. And really, I don't want to lose my MG42s, because they are pretty much a lifeline here. So we lost 26% of our forces. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of tit for tat, really. But I'll take that. That went very well for us. They may have taken a position there. We've got a minefield lying there. Then we've got a new attack down here where we have got 80... Oh, that's... Oh, dear. They're going to lose pretty significantly. I think, anyway, we'll find out here, really, I suppose. What we can do. So we've got tanks, I think. I think that was tanks. It might be Stuks or Marders, but we'll find out in a very quick moment. As we get ready to blast them out of the sky. Well, not really, because they're on the ground. Anyway, yep. So, this is not really my preferred position if I was the Russians here, because they are just bunched in there. That'll be their starting grid area. We will be positioning ourselves out here. We've got a small village. We will position ourselves in this tree line right here, facing the enemy. And then we will be engaging them as they come over and into this field. What do we have? We have got some motorized units. Oh yeah, we've got these. They're so cool. See, the annoying thing is the Germans in World War II and modern day Russian military has some nice hardware, like proper cool hardware. But they're kind of the baddies. And that's really annoying. But anyway, we will grab some positions here. We'll hold in this one, as I said. Tanks, what are these? These are Panzer IIIs, are they? Are they? Can we confirm? Yes. Oh, boo, I wanted to have Panzer IVs. Love me some Panzer IVs. But we will live with this. Can we bring you guys up here, please? Position you here, and then bring everybody up around. Okay, we can't do that. I mean, that guy's called Panzer. That is the most German military name ever to exist. So we'll get you guys positioned up here, ready to fire. Although we don't want to be bunched up too much. I think we want to put a few of these boys over there. Just spread out a bit in case we come under attack. And then there you are. You are sitting over there. You are a recon unit sitting over there. And then we've got... five. Oh, yes. Yes. Look at these. What is that? That is a Panzer IV. What a beautiful machine that is. Obviously, very, 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 very bad if you meet it. So I guess what we kind of want to do with this, get that embedded over in this tree line over here. Well, they're called Beaver. That's not a good name. It's the military guys. Oh, they've arrived, so we can't reposition them. What about these guys? This is an reconnaissance unit. Let's get you positioned over here. Doing some defense. Hang on a moment. I defended this one previously. So there should be, if all things are right, there should be Russian bodies lying about over here. Although I'm not seeing them. We did also give them a right old bashing here. Maybe over here there is a Russian gun or two lying about. You can certainly see the pock marks of artillery. Well, not artillery, more like mortar fire. Boom, boom, boom. But no, it does not appear. It appears they've done the Viet Cong style of just removing your dead. So the enemy can't get a good bearing over. Can't get a good bearing upon your enemy forces. Anyway, we'll try and figure out here what we can do. We'll grab you, our general boy or commander for this unit, and bring them up here in line. And those tanks shall provide immediate assistance should that unit come under fire. Do we have you are... Oh, we are seeing the wonderful word of MG and 42 together. So, yep, you're over here. Can we just get you guys in? Oh, that's a field of fire. That's of great advantage to me, isn't it? Actually, I might want to move the MD42. Where did I put that? I put that one right over there. That's pretty far out. Oh, but they don't have a line of sight there to the same degree. Where can we put that? I mean, it's sort of bad lines of sight over here, isn't it? You're not in cover at all there, though, so that's not ideal. That's less than ideal, certainly. That'll be it, then. You'll be positioned there. Mortars will be positioned... Well, we did position that, didn't we? Position you over here. Put the Blitz back here, and you are the commander. You will be sitting there. What else do we need to position? We need to position... Ooh. What is that? That's anti-tank. And we're not going up against any kind of tanks here, so we will try and hold them back for when we can. Although, that's a Marder, but no. Can we just position you here, Panzer, and just get everybody else lined up around you? You are Schaefer. Ooh, MG42. Again, beautiful words. So MG42 here, ready to burn the enemy flamethrower. Yes, please. I will take that and I'll position that there. And you are a company mortar crew. I shall position you behind the Flammenwerfers. And then position these guys around here, ready to defend. You've got tanks with you. It's looking pretty peachy for you. You are there. Do we have any more infantry that we can bring up into position? Where are you? So, is that an infantry unit? It is. It has taken some casualties. What about this one over here? That's a scouting unit. That's fresh up. So let's bring that one in, shall we? Shall we? I said, shall we? Okay, we shall not. I shall stand corrected. Let's bring up these guys. Yes, you want to be over here and you want to be fighting the enemy. Position you guys right here. It's looking beautiful. Boom, boom. Let's get you pointing this way for me, please. Thank you. Whom are you? You are furthermore anti-tank gun convoy. So can you guys just stay over there? Who are you with? You're with the unit that we moved over here, were you? All right then, you can be here. Okay, so we're deploying our units. And we will see where the enemy is. We are at a disadvantage here. We do not have flares, I think. So we should wait and see what the enemy does. But certainly the moment they start opening fire upon us, we will have them sorted out pretty well. So these tanks, can you please position yourself in line facing the enemy? You guys are holding back here, ready to go as well should it become necessary. You've got an MG42 as well, actually. That may become necessary then. Can't you position yourself here, please, and plug a gap in our lines? Just look over here for me, please. Thank you. we're now trying to look through here and wait for the Russian. We can kind of cheat, and by cheat I mean we will just look for any kind of flares being fired by the enemy. We have got scouts here actually, so can you recce out to here? Apparently we recce with our headlights on, which I'm not sure I quite agree with. But I guess, you know, you want to spot the enemy. So let's see down here if we will encounter the enemy. See, they're moving out here and we will have a fairly good line of sight. We shouldn't have certainly any kind of motorised business going on here, so we should be okay. What about these tanks? Let's just try and move forwards here and see if we can't find out where the enemy is actually located. There they are. See? There is the enemy. Is right over there. So let's just try and get ourselves positioned over here. Ooh. What happens if I tell you guys to not fire at infantry? Those were the wrong tank. So we'll have to wait and see, because I want to see if I can get them to not use the main gun on this infantry. Oh, that's not a good position to be in. You know? So you guys are now told not to fire on infantry. So will you guys actually fire upon infantry just with your machine gun? No, so let's try and tell you to do that, but then do that instead, shall we? There we go. Just use your sort of secondary weapon on that for me, please. Thank you. You guys are advancing in there. See, this is the question now. Do I want to be a bit more aggressive and send my other... Oh, no, that's our friendly gun over there. They were just too far away. So, yeah, okay. Cancel that order because there's a trench right there. So move over there. Yeah, that's not great, is it? I mean, that is pretty bad in terms of your position here. Oh dear. Yeah, see, this is slaughter. The enemy's in here somewhere, in between all the fire and the smoke. We've got enemy positions. They're immediately calling for a ceasefire. No. Oh no. That is the last thing you should have done here, lads. Can we grab Schäfer and Schwind and Vittel down here? When the flyers move, we're going to try and bring up these guys because they've got flamethrowers. If there's one thing I want to do here, it is get those fucking flamethrowers in action and burn these people whilst they're being suppressed by tanks. We've got MG42s. Just absolutely, they are done. That's not the button we want to press, it's you. Come on, bring it up here. Bring it up, guys. Although, oh no, actually, you guys might want to just be blocking fools if they start to evacuate, because it could get bad. Boys here. They're slowly starting to get in position. But, yeah, that's about as close as we want to get, really, isn't it? The issue here, of course, is friendly fire, really, with all of that fire coming in over here. I might want to grab the, was that the MG42 unit down here? Can you just cease fire actually for me, please? Thank you. And that unit, just conserve your ammo, please, because we don't really want to just burn off all our ammo. they are certainly not in a position to do much about us, are they? They are just taking it in the face. See, now our friendlies are starting to fire on them over here. I mean, they're just in an L-shaped shit show right here. They're just getting murdered. Let's have a look-see down here and see. You're in your trenches, you're lying down here trying to avoid this. We've got enemy tanks sitting right over here. Enemy retreat. So the enemy has now decided they cannot hold this. This is not sustainable for us. We are literally just giving up here. We are running away from this fight. So, yeah, they lost 84% of their forces. We lost 5. Let's just have a look and see what it is. Any kind of down here. We had a few wounded, I think. Or is that destroyed or captured? Boom, 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 boom. Yep, we did very good. So where does that leave us off here? After this situation, yeah, we've got a unit down here. That's not going to go out well, is it? Because it's encircled and defeated pretty much. Anyway, this has been going on for quite a while. I hope you've enjoyed it, because I'm going to wrap it up for now. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.